of them already defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight them. I got everything to lose. Big cards and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The drive starts with a run from H.M. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Levis. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And Henry going to have a Titans first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 10. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Levis looking to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Little bootleg here. Levis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
In motion right is the tight end. Henry going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught by Randall. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Levis sets up to throw here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Tennessee.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Levis. A check down here for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Levis back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught, and it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks from 6 yards away. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st down, back to Achane, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Play action now. Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Flush to his right. Shakes off the sag. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Tua now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Levis now on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Levis to throw it. Touchdown, Titans. Will Levis taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Slot man moves right. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10. Here's Levis. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Open man, that's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
A first down carry for Henry. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
19 Tiger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If he continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they take a knee.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up?
They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, ain't with that, I climb to the peak.